Well, they got beat again by the Red Sox. But the Red Sox took 2 out of 3 from the Phillies. They took 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. They're definitely playing first place teams pretty well. So good for good for them. And they've shown that like they've shown speed, athleticism, contact hitting. Like this, they're kind of building a much more athletic team now. So moving forward, I could see them being like even next year. I could see them being more formidable, more dangerous. So and they're building a different type of Red Sox team, which is kind of unusual, but you know smart, smart. So, but you know what? It is what it is. By the way, happy Father's Day to all the dads. So unfortunately, they didn't win it for us, but it is what it is. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Obviously, we are 7 subs away from 21K. 7, unbelievable. Consigliere, my man Mazza. Oh, Rose is here, huh? She only comes on when the Yankees lose. Uh-huh. Bit of Clemenza. I saw that. Good throw. Good one. Good throw. Yeah. Bill and Rose, the season's not over yet. No, no, the season's not over yet, and it's a pointless to compare them. Like, what are you trying to accomplish, Rose? Compare it to those teams. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Who gives you these takes, by the way? Some other channel gives you these takes. Just out of curiosity. Greg is in the house. Consigliere, Clemenza, Jay Palvis. My man Maz is in his house. Yes, yes, yes. Jeter's a Hall of Famer, Rose. He was a Hall of Famer. Okay. Tex was in his prime. That was his first year with the Yankees. Hideki Matsui. Great. And again, so what? So what? You know, Mookie Betts now has a broken hand. If I haven't heard, he got hit by a pitch in the hand today. So he's going to miss, I don't know, several months. He's got a broken hand. No, that stinks. The big blows. It's a big blow to the Dodgers. Um, but you know what? We got beat by the Red Sox. It is what it is. Jackson House. What is good, Jack? What is good? Yes, indeed. Yeah. We don't know that yet, Joe. We'll see. I mean, it looks. I mean, my guess is they're gonna try to move Torres. And now that Anthony Rizzo's hurt, if he goes on IL, then they probably will, call up either TJ Rumfield, or Ben Rice or somebody like that for first base. So no, this is not a flashback of 2023. Yeah. You and Mello? Do you and Rose share these awful takes? Are you getting them from another channel? Just out of curiosity. Is there a channel that just prides itself on baloney tantrums? Just out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity. Who's feeding you this stuff, Mello? Just out of curiosity. Is that real talk by a channel? Who's doing this? Yeah, smash the like button if you haven't done that yet. They're not going to always be there, Mello, every day. Just like everybody else, every other team, every other first place team. Phillies got pounded by the Orioles today. First place teams loses. They lose. You know. Yes, there's like 90 games left, a little under 90 games left of the season. So like, yeah. Yeah, I worry. I mean, I'm not worried. I'm curious too. Are there channels out there like having these ridiculous tantrums, saying the season's over and blah blah blah? Like who's saying this stuff? Just out of curiosity. Like it's so bad. It's pitiful. Who's doing it? Yes, well, I would agree with you there. Kleber's a disaster right now. Fortran, no doubt about that. Yeah, exactly. I don't think Baltimore and Atlanta are going to sweep us. So they just lost another starter, Baltimore. So it's we don't even have to face Corbin Burns because he pitched today against the Phillies. So yeah, well, I'm with you there too, Epic Man. Yeah, there is Torres. My guess is they're gonna try to move Torres. Really, who gives you these terrible talking points, Mel? Just out of curiosity, who gives them to you? Hmm? Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, exactly, Jack. Wink is in the building. What's good? What is good, Wink? Yeah, you know, it, it is what it is, Brandon. Right? Like it's bound to happen. They took 2 out of 3 from the Phillies too, and they're for a first place team as well. So they're just playing the good teams really well right now. Red Sox. That's baseball. That's baseball, right? So, oh, Joe Salito, Roland. Who's telling you that? Who's feeding you that talking point? Yanks are frauds. Let's get real, dude. Come on. Let's get real. Yeah. Yeah, Matt, happy Father's Day, brother. Yeah, man. But gang, you know, let's calm down. Let's take a breather here. Who's feeding people these ridiculous talking points? Is your channel doing this? Like, who? What channel? If it is, Ken is in place. Jack Crick is in place. How does Torres say? He's not the only player, Justin, that strikes out the bases loaded. Lots of players strike out the bases loaded. Stephen B's in place. Yeah, I'm a little behind. Trying to catch up with the comments here. Robert Seckley, what's good, Rick? Yeah, yeah, it does look like Rizzo jammed his wrist, and Yamamoto is on the IL now. They put him on the IL. Yep, and Mookie too. Yeah, I mean, what value is Rose bringing here? What is he doing? Burning pitches to 100 pitches? I mean, that's standard 100 pitches. Joseph, that is standard. Hmm. The Red Sox stole 9 today on the Yankees. Franchise record. This is a fast team. It's a fast team. It sucks, but gotta acknowledge that this team is much faster than they've been in a long time. So, like, we'll see if they build strategically around it now. you know, I think so. I think the Yankees are Aiden. I think the Yankees are going to try and trade for a bat. 9 stolen bases? No, not a cause for concern. Why? They're fast. You know, nobody's like I don't. I'm not concerned or worried. Maldonado, no, he's like 38 years old. I would try to trade for the Rockies catcher instead if I was going to trade for a catcher. You know, yeah. Exactly, Terrell. It's a bump in the road. This happens to even top baseball teams. Even the 2009 Yankees went through crappy losing streaks too. It happened. It happened. So mhm. A new manager. Why? We're 27 games over 500. Joseph Padron. What's the new manager thing? Hmm? Sure, Michael. If they were better, then they'd be in first place, but they're not. We'll see what happens after the series. Mhm. Gunnar Henderson is the only. So let him win MVP. So what? Yeah, exactly, Billy. Yankees are going to be fine. Hmm. Well, exactly, Billy. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's almost as if they get their talking points from another channel. It's kind of crazy. Kevin, I don't think they're going to DFA Torres. I honestly think, well, if he stays at this pace, I think they're going to try to. I mean, at the very least, I would try to trade him for some international money or something. I don't think you're going to get a pitcher. You're not going to get a good player for him at this point. But if you can get international money, I mean, they traded Billy McKinney for international money, so I'm sure they can trade um, David Torres for international money. You know, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's crazy, man. We got the Baltimore Orioles next game, so we'll see what happens here. Yeah, Strike. I don't think they're going to trade Rizzo. I think they're going to let him walk after the season, but I don't think they're going to trade him. No. Coconuts is in the house. What's good, coconuts? Yeah, exactly, Pasty. Boone was at the plate tonight. Exactly. Get these ridiculous. We gotta Boone. Gotta get rid of Bone. Like ridiculous. Yeah, Ken. They seem to be a good trade partner potentially for the Yankees. We'll see. We will see. I mean, Marlins, uh, Cardinals, and probably the Rockies. I think are the three most logical trade fits for the Yankees at this point. At this point, so we will see. See if it stays that way. It could be different a month from now. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Dominguez is hurt. He put on the IL today. So is Greg Allen. Yep. 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 I'm glad we didn't sign Yamamoto too, Joseph. I'm with you there. Way too many times, Straggy. Have said get rid of Boone. It's just, yeah. And how many people are getting it from another channel that pretty much says every day get rid of fun. So one way or the other, get rid of Boone. Like that's my question, Straggy. Want to fire him when they're 26 games over 500 in first place? Like, come on. Marcel. I think Peter's healthy, and if he's in the building, what's good, brother? There he is. I think he's healthy, if I'm not mistaken. Um, all Japanese players need broken. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Coconuts. Exactly. Secondhand, a lot. I mean, they need to investigate a way to replace Torres. I mean, he's not coming back after this year, so if they can get international money for him, it makes sense to try to do that. But we'll see what they do. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, happy birthday! Who's Lorenzo? Happy birthday, man! Happy early birthday. Yeah, yeah. How's Boone gonna cost the Yankees half a dozen games? Half a dozen wins, Michael. I'm curious. How's he gonna do that? Yeah, I remember that too, Fortran. I remember that, Meza. I do. The players have to do their job. Happy Father's Day, Wink. Same to you, brother. I mean, we hung out with them. We did some stuff at our house. We did some looking for paint patterns for the walls and stuff like that. So we had a nice dinner, ice cream for dessert. So it was a nice day with the girls, Wink. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support, bro. Appreciate the kind words, man. Happy birthday, happy Father's Day to all the dads, all the dads. I mean, people have figured out a way to program blaming Boone for whatever. If a pitcher comes in and he blows the game, it's Boone's fault somehow because he didn't bring in the right pitcher or this or whatever that. Like it's pitiful, absolutely pitiful. Yep. Alright. Adam, yeah, man. Look, man, this is right. There's still a ways to go. They have holes they need to address at the deadline, Adam. Exactly, and I'm confident they will. TT's in the house. What's up, Talbot? What's good, man? What is good? Cute with pitching. Puts in what weird situations are you talking about, Michael? What do you mean by that? Yeah, it's a rough series. You're right about that. I mean, they did the same thing to the Phillies. They took 2 out of 3 from the Phillies before the Yankees came into town. So they're on a kind of a little bit of a roll right now, the Red Sox. So that's what happens. Mhm. Yep. Soon, Wink. I mean, we're it's a long process, man. I have my whole new YouTube room in the addition, a whole new room, all for my all for the channel. So which would be fantastic. Buckeye is here. The King, Texas is in the place. Happy Father's Day. Secondly, play. Have a great night, man. Cashman will make some moves. If Rizzo goes on the IL, then somebody is going to get called up. I think. I would think so. You blame Boone for having bad taste in watches. He wears some real duds. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think he's going to wear a Breitling watch in the field, so like a Rolex on the field. But all right, it's a good one. What games has he lost them, Michael? What games has he lost them? Since you're suggesting the players haven't lost it, what games has he lost them? And why is Boone the problem for so many people? See, Morales, welcome back, Italy, man. What's good? Yeah, paranormal it stunk, but they got to shake it off. They got to move on. And they come back home now. They've got the Orioles. Then they got the Braves. So we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. But Cole is coming back soon. I think he might. We'll see. I think he's got one more start. So before he comes back. Yeah. We struggled in 2000. Definitely struggled in 2000, Robert. There's no doubt about that, man. Yeah. 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 They had some rough patches in 2009, the Yankees team. I remember that. Yeah. I can ouch. Waiting for a specific Yankee Cashman to be able to add length to this lineup. Obviously, can't win like this. Two players showed up tonight. The rest were passengers. Who do they need to bring in then? Mark, who you suggesting? Yeah. Well, this is true too, Pasty. Yeah, you run into a hot team, you run into a cold team. It happens. You play in 162 games every year. It's going to happen. You know. Yeah, nobody's replacing Stanton right now. No. Daniel Barry. Nobody's replacing Stanton. Too loyal to a washed up player. Need to move on from some. Who do they need to move on to, D Train? Move on from. Who would you suggest? I think they're going to probably try to do a third base acquisition, Talbot, at the deadline. We'll see what they can do. They lost a lot inaugural game at the New York Yankee Stadium. Tennis, I remember that too. 2009. Yep. Yep. I remember I was at that game. I was at the last game at the stadium in 2008 and the first game in 2009. I was also at the last game in 2009 when they won the World Series in Game 6 against the Phillies. I was at that game with my mom and my wife. So that was awesome. Yep. And again, yeah, the Yankees do have reinforcements coming back. You got Garrett Cole coming back. You got Scotty Frost coming back. So, it is going to be a good thing to have. It's definitely going to be a good thing to have. So, Sivia, hey, yeah. This is true too. This is a good point, Texas. I mean, look, the Yankees are 26 games over 500. That's where they are right now. That in their first place. That's it. So, that's what we have to go on right now. Just like the Dodgers, apparently. I mean, everybody thought Dodgers were gonna wipe the floor at everybody. Well, they just lost Mookie Betts today for like 2 months. He broke his hand today. So and Yamamoto got put on the IL earlier today. So this stuff happens, even the best teams. It just happens. You know? Get rid of Victor Gonzalez. I don't know about that. He's got 3 years of control. So I'm not sure about that. Yeah. It was yeah, 4 train. I mean, look, exactly, Mazza. Every game, exactly. I mean, it's some people put so much ridiculous expectations on this team. They should win every game. They should be able to acquire whoever they want, whenever they want. I don't care how much to pay or how much I have to spend. It's the same baloney all the time, right, man? It's just, it's ridiculous, but it is what it is. It's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you got to your perspective and common sense into the discussion, like, you are the enemy. The enemy. It's crazy. Yeah, man. In the spring, we would have signed. Oh, got that right, Bucker. Yeah, I would have signed on for that too. Heck yeah. 50 wins in a yeah. At this point, heck yeah. I was more worried that the Yankees going to be a 500 team. So when Garrett Cole came back, so they've exceeded that expectation right now. But again, we can only take one series at a time. We'll focus on the Orioles right now, and then we'll focus on the Braves after that. You know, it's pasty. You have sensible fans, you have sensible channels, you have this completely irrelevant, completely irrational fans, completely irrational channels, and it's just like it's like the middle is nowhere to be found. It's like two far ends. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's just the way that it is. You know, and we do have we have the best record without Garrett Cole. Yep. So, damn right. That's a good point, bro. That is a good point. It's crazy. Well, exactly, man. The trolls. It's just we get a lot of them. We get a lot of them. Yeah. It's just I know we get a lot of them from other channels too. So it's just ridiculous. For some reason, they love to come here and bring their talking points, which brings no value to the discussion at all. That's what a lot of them do. Yep. Exactly. Well, exactly, Pasty. Yep. Excuse me. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You move Stanton up, they're going to find a way to complain. Move him down, find a way to complain. Rizzo, up, complain, down, complain. Verdugo, up, complain, down, complain. No matter what happens, there's going to be an argument or a complaint for everything. Everything. It's crazy, but it's true. And I do think, I think it's a day off tomorrow, Buckeye. Yes. Let me confirm that. Tomorrow, Monday, the 17th. Yep, we're off tomorrow. Tuesday, let me see if the pitching matchup is out yet. We have the Orioles at 7:05 p.m. It's going to be Cody Poteet versus Albert Suarez. That's the lineup now for not the lineup, the pitching matchup for Tuesday, but they are off tomorrow. Yankees. Now let me see if there's any updates on Anthony Rizzo. I heard they're going to do imaging, but usually we don't get results that quickly back from imaging. So let's see. Oh no, nothing yet. Nothing yet. It looks like. All I know is this Red Sox team is a much faster team than they were of the yesteryears. Very athletic, very fast. And I think they're going to build around that. And honestly, Trevino's bat has really picked up since people are talking about moving him. So I'm glad. I am not finding anything yet on Rizzo. Nothing yet. It's going to be in the Bronx, Clemenza. Yep. They have the Orioles in the Bronx, and then the Braves come into the Bronx too, and they play them. So 6-game homestand, I think it's 6 or 7 game homestand, which I'll take. I will take, man. You know, but it's going to be a tough series, Baltimore, first against second. So we'll see how they do. And again, we don't know if Cole is going to be back for it yet. We don't know. There's a lot of things we don't know. So Chuck Norris, Chuck Novak was seen looking around. Yeah, imagine that, Adam. Yeah, I mean, Gleyber Torres hasn't been doing himself any favors at second base. He just hasn't, or even at the plate too. It's unfortunate, but it's true. You know, yeah, this is true too, Buckeye. Yeah. Oh, why is this? Why does this keep? Resource like running away from the field is very hard to do. Having the Orioles this close to yeah, it'll keep the Yankees on their toes. That's for darn sure, right? I'll take that. And they need to continue to keep the pedal to the metal, right? That's what they need to do. Absolutely. Looking for notifications. No, nothing in Rizzo yet. Nope, nothing yet. I don't think we're gonna. get any updates on Rizzo until tomorrow. It is the biggest test out. Yeah, I mean we weren't ready the first time we played the Orioles in Camden, so we're much better off now. But and again, we do not have to face Corbin Burns or Kyle Bradish. So a lot of injuries over there. A lot of injuries, Baltimore. But then they're still a deep team, a talented team, like with a lot of good prospects. So they're not going to go anywhere anytime soon. The Orioles. They're going to be around competing for a little while. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Nestor. I have a feeling Pasty like he's going to be one of the candidates to go to the bullpen along relief when Cole's come back. When Cole comes back, I mean, it could be Hill, it could be Nestor, it could be both of them for all we know. Alternating. I don't know what they're going to do yet, but I know that when Scarrow Cole comes back, they have to make a corresponding move. So that's a 40 and a 26 move, and just don't know who's. I don't know who they're going to move. I have no idea at this point. Yeah. But I have heard people being uh concerned about is it Trina? Yeah, better chance for Trump. Sports guru. What's up? What's up, Charis? Poteet could be sent down, but I don't know if he's playing well. It might make sense to keep him up here in long relief, but we'll see. We will see. That's for sure. Call the closer. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that, Adam? I think Rizzo's 35 now, Nicholas. I think he's 35. Six. I don't think we're gonna have a six-man rotation. I can't see that happening. Honestly, I can't see it. I think it's gonna be five-man no matter. We don't want to disrupt their rest period, their rest again. 'Cause they'd have to, they'd have to rotate them differently now on a six-man rotation. Mm, yeah, yeah. To always line up his stack. Good for them. Yeah, good for them. We'll see how they do. We'll see how they do. The Orioles are gonna be tough. There's no doubt about that. So, um, yeah. Yeah, he got hurt. Yes, he did. He's clutching his wrist at Concierti. So we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. No, Ben Rice, Joseph. It could be T.J. Rumfield. Could be Augustin Ramirez. They're all hitting well right now. They're all hitting well. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm with you here. I'm with you too, Drew. Like we'll leave Holmes alone. People keep saying we need a real closer. Like who? 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 People keep saying we need a real closer. We need a real closer. Who are we gonna get? Who are we gonna get to replace him? What's your definition of a real closer? Ask people that all the time. Hmm. Well, exactly, Clemency. That's a good point too. The road trip did, it did stress the urgency for some deadline moves. And if I were them, I would try to make most of them before the deadline, so they have a little bit more time with players. I would like that instead of waiting until the actual deadline itself to move guys. I'd rather get guys a couple weeks before that. Have them here longer if we could. Right. So yeah, I mean Rice is doing well in AAA, but I mean, you get TJ Runfield, who's doing well in AAA. You've got Augustin Ramirez. I mean, we have guys that are hitting well in AAA, but um, Ben Rice is a recent promotion to AAA, and I think Ramirez is too. Rumfield's been there for a little bit now. Yeah, I think Buckeye. I think once Once he's up there, Cole, he's gonna stay there. Like I think, which is why I think he's gonna um, do another one more rehab start and probably get the 85 or 90 pitches, and then he'll be able to come up here and do the same thing. 90 pitches plus at the major league level. I don't think they'll have to go back down again 15. He won't have to do that at the major league level. He'll already be built up to the point where he needs to be put in the games and used. So we'll see. Yeah, exactly. It's just injuries happen. Like the Yankees sure aren't giving up. They're not giving up. That's for sure. And I'm riding. I'm riding that with my crew, my bombers. So that's for sure. Yeah. Watching on the Yankee Live channel, they talk so much bad about the team. They make you feel like less confident in your channel. Your channel. Well, I appreciate that, paranormal. Which channels are you talking about that just trash the team on a regular basis that make you feel that way? We are pro Yankees channel. So is Four Train Express. So is the Strike Zone. So are the Pinstripe Chronicles, right? So are Morning Brew Sports. Like so is the Shift. Like we are pro Yankees channels. We'll call out stuff when it gets called out, but at the end of the day, we're here to encourage folks and you know motivate people about the Yankees, not trash them on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Um, Kevin, in my opinion, which of our prospects is in trade? I'm gonna say Spencer Jones. I'm gonna say probably Roderick Arias. Probably maybe Henry Lane. I think maybe three guys will be untradeable. I think. I think maybe Dominguez is on that list too. I don't know. We'll have to see. Like you never know. Some guys could be. We could say he's not going to get traded, and all of a sudden they're traded for somebody, and we're like, whoa, what the hell happened there? Right? That happens on a regular basis too. You know, Ferguson was bad early. He's been getting better. Stacks coming up. We just take him out of the FP. Nah, not Cole. Unless he's getting knocked around, not Cole. Cole won't let him. Cole will not let him. Yeah, if you're gonna, if yeah, for those that are new, if you haven't subbed here, please do, and please sub to Strike Zone, and please sub to the Four Train Express too. And, members of the family and great content creators, and all here doing the same thing, just talking positively about the Yankees and trying to just figure out, you know, solutions to problems instead of creating problems to solutions, right? You know, but that's how we roll. I know it frustrates some people, but it's true. But and that's one of our made men right there, Texas Buckeye. Oh wow, well, we are three subs away from 21K. Three subs away from 21K. That's awesome. I thank you, gang. I really do. Thank you so much for your support. Hamilton, he's been up and down. He's been up and down, Tyler, up and down. So yeah, I mean, I would agree, Mark. I mean, I think when the opportunity presents itself, they will blend the farm with the players. That's for sure. I mean, like they signed, and shout out to Yanks for life for giving me the intel, but they signed four more pitchers internationally tonight, which leads me to believe like a week, 2 weeks ago they signed four pitchers internationally too. They're just loading up on arms. So, which kind of makes me feel like they're gonna go heavy offensive prospects in the draft, the amateur collegiate draft. So, and don't be surprised if they do a couple of corner infielders in the high rounds. That's kind of like, to me, it's strategically. I think that's what they might do, or what they, at the very least, what I would do if I were the GM. But again, I'm not the GM, so we'll see. Yeah, see, Mouse, yeah, I was below a K, and now we're approaching 21K, man. It's just I'm so grateful for everybody stuck with us and who's come along for the ride and who's contributed so much valuable insight and perspective and just passion to the channel, man. I appreciate all of you. Like I always say this, like it's you folks that make this channel great, not me. I just feed off of all of you. So and three Texas, three subs. No, no, I can't do a Big Mac and apple pie tonight, Texas, because number one, McDonald's is closed and it's too far away. But I ate a massive Father's Day dinner. But if we get to 21K tonight, then we might have to bust out the Big Mac and the apple pie this week to celebrate. We might have to do it. And if anybody's up to do it with me, you can join me live and we'll eat it together. I would be happy to eat it with you. That would be awesome. We need to let us Mariano to spell Mariano show. Yeah, no kidding, Brian. Yeah. Well, Clay Holmes is going to be a free agent after this year. So is Ferguson. Um, and who else? I'm not sure anybody else is going to be a free agent this year. Chicken sandwich from Wingstop. You got to go get it, NFE, man. Do it, bro. And get your protein in you, man. Especially if you train and you haven't eaten yet, man. You got to do it. You can't have apples, Jonathan. Then just have the Big Mac, and put a different pie in there. Cherry pie. They have other flavors. I've done that too. The apple pie is a whole nother level. Whole nother level. Like it's this is a game changing meal. It's probably like one of the worst things you can eat, but like I'll eat it maybe once per year. And aside from that, then I have to fast and like I can't eat that again. So I don't really eat like that. Yeah, be careful. Be careful if you eat too much salt; it'll affect your blood pressure. No cherries either. Damn, Jonathan. Put some avocado in that bad boy. Jack. Oh, I like the sound of that. Give me a double bacon cheese rings and a. That's a man's meal right there, Jack. That's a legit meal. That's gonna. I appreciate you, paranormal. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you, paranormal. Thank you so much. Happy Father's Day to you as well. Really. Happy girl dad. That's right. I'm a dad girl. Got three of them. Yep. Girl dad. That's right, baby. It was NFE. Thank you, man. I ate a lot. That's for damn sure. I ate a lot. So good thing it worked out today. So yeah, good thing I trained today. Yeah. Appreciate you, Michael. Appreciate you. Resilient. Damn right, Michael. Damn right. We got 55 likes. Anybody hadn't hit that like button, please hit that like button. Let's try to get to 100 likes if we can. It's always greatly appreciated. 100 is always the goal at the very least. We try to get 150. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But at the very least, 100. Lamb chops. You can't go, and if you can't go wrong with lamb chops, like you can't. How the hell do you go wrong with lamb chops? Soup de pêche. That's a fun. What is that, Chet? What kind of soup is that? Now I'm curious. Mostly his job was on base. He's not as bad as Wetland though, Michael. That's for sure. But like who like I said, I would rather add arms to the bullpen to complement him, not replace him. Because he's paid his dues here, and sub 3 ERA, 3 years in a row with the Yankees. That's that's a hard thing to accomplish, especially in New York. So, yep, mint jelly, mussels, calamari, shrimp, lobster. Oh God, yeah, shit, that a boy. Well, I had some today. I had linguine with little neck clams on top, and then I had a lobster tail for dinner, and then I had a skirt steak and corn on the cob, and then a platter of roasted vegetables, potatoes, and snow peas, and mushrooms. And it was good, man. It was really good. Ryan Helsley at the deadline. That's a guy that I think they're going to consider. Talbot. And I know people have been talking about Tanner Scott. He's going to be a free agent after this year too, so he'll probably be one of the least expensive. Ryan Helsley, I think, will cost more than Tanner Scott, but he's. I've talked about him as well. He's a guy worth looking into. I'm really curious to see what they do. I mean, if you can somehow get Garrett Crochet here, that to me would be an ultimate. And I would try to call up Clayton Beater, the right-handed guy, to go along with Crochet. But you never know what they're going to do. Like, and I don't think we don't know everybody who's going to be available yet at the deadline. We just don't. It's going to be different in a couple weeks. You know, but I think they will get their head straight, Alex. I think they will. They know, like, they know it's a long season. They know it's a big series coming up. So they'll be gamed up and ready to go. No doubt about that, man. But yeah, well, way better hitting teams. I don't know. Mm, that team was offensively was deeper. 2009, and that was the biggest free agent class in history for the Yankees, and they also had a core four there too. So I mean, they definitely did. Robert from the White Sox moved captain at first. I don't know if that's going to happen, Michael. But kudos for the outside the box thinking. I'll tell you that. French for peach soup. Yeah, I don't know, Texas. I don't know. Like, what the hell is peach soup anyway? Does anybody eat peach soup? I don't know. And if they call it Brumfield or Rice or Augustine Ramirez, like there are plenty of guys here that they could call up to play first base. Like, I'm not, trading for Pete Alonso or Paul Goldschmidt or anything like that. I'm not doing that. No way. Yeah, exactly, Steve B. Holmes is less stressful. Like, I had like heart palpitations every time I watched Wetland pitch. They could have a 3-run lead, and then he'd give up 2 runs, and he'd load up the bases, and then he'd get a save. And that was like almost every time out. We were like, oh my god, like that was a rough one. That was tough. Holmes doesn't do it like that often like that. So he doesn't. I do. I think he's going to get funky, Michael. I do. Hmm. Pitching looks gassed. Bats not hitting. They're going to go through this time. Like this is the summer months. Guys are going to get tired and so on. So this happens, and they'll get their second win a little bit later on in the season. Happens every single year. All the top contending teams. You know, it just does. He's the chat. I don't blame you for walking out of the room when he pitched. Yeah. Not yet paranormal, but if I was going to vote for the All Stars, it would be Judge, it would be Soto, it would be Holmes, it would be Hill. Um, that's probably those would be my guys. If voted they're playing. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing they're going on vote totals paranormal. I'm guessing, but well, I think the right guys will eventually wind up in the game. That's for sure, and it'll be a good team no matter what. Yeah, I'm glad they have off day tomorrow too, Stephen. No doubt. No doubt. Judge, Soto, Holmes, Hill, probably Talbot, probably that. It's probably my same exact group. You know, we'll see. We still have a couple weeks away to the All Star game. A couple weeks away to the trade deadline, so it's going to be busy the next couple weeks. That's why I ask people to make sure that you're subscribed. If you're not, because when news does come out, I'm going to be putting it out on a regular basis, and we'll do live streams and open panels to talk about stuff like this. So, and I love getting you all involved in the conversation, seeing what y'all thinking. You know, but we'll see. Like that's the next. We've been talking about Rizzo recently too. Like a lot of folks want him gone. A lot of folks want to have him replace the first base. This is an opportunity if he goes in the IL to do exactly that. See what one of these young kids has. You know, 'Cause at the end of the day, like, most likely scenario, they're going to replace Rizzo with one of these young kids, right? That's almost $20 million in savings. They're going to do the same thing with Glaber Torres, replace probably with a kid or whoever. That's going to be like 12 million in savings. 23. That's 32. And then you have all these other guys who are going to be free agents. So they have upwards of $100 million coming off the book this year, which is nuts, but sure. Yep. And like I mean, the thing I'm most curious to see is what are they going to do when Cole comes back? How are they going to maneuver the pitching stable? What are they going to do to the rotation? What are they going to do to the bullpen and the long relief? That's my biggest curiosity. So, and he's Robert. Cole's been mentoring Hill too. Like, it's good to see. He's like a de facto pitching coach, and he's been that way ever since he's been here, mentoring pitchers. So I love that. And he wears his emotions on his sleeve. He's one of the focal leaders of the team. I love that. That's why I love Garrett Cole. So, but that's what I got for tonight. So I'm gonna let y'all go. I want to, go enjoy the rest of your Father's Day. Have a great night. Peace and love to all ears. We'll take a look and see. All right. No, we need 3 subscribers to hit 21K. We're getting closer little by little. Maybe we'll get there tonight. Maybe we'll wake up tomorrow. We'll have 21 plus. But if anybody hasn't subscribed, please do. And if you're going to do that, please again subscribe to the Strike Zone and Forward Train Express too. Definitely want to support these guys. Okay. But have a great night, everybody. Peace and love to all ears. Okay. Go Yankees. Whatever comes out tomorrow, you'll be getting it. You'll be getting it. So, love you, gang. Over now.